Assalamu alaikum, y'all. We finna get straight to the point in this video. I'm actually watching the card right now. Ruffy is going to be a nightmare matchup for Saint Denis. I think that's how you say his name. The reason why I say this is a nightmare matchup for him, Denis specifically, not Ruffy. Like a lot of people have been underestimating the fighting nerds when it comes to grappling. A lot of y'all need to remember, a lot of the people on the team have grappling backgrounds. Once you get to this level of MMA or any professional fighting, you have to have a certain skill level in things. And I feel like in this fight, we are going to see how's Ruffy's takedown defense is. Because right now, it's at 100%, you know what I'm saying? And this is actually his first, I would say, real more person who's more of a grappling style, Saint Denis, that'll go against him. The reason why I'm saying this is a nightmare matchup for Saint Denis, though, is because of the striking of Ruffy. Seeing how Saint Denis striking is, it's horrible. It's trash. It's not good. The only thing I would say he has that is good is his high kicks. Seen one of his fights, I think it was his last fight, he fought that person and he hit him with a high kick and knocked him out, and that was impressive. But he was fighting against a can. Obviously someone like Mauricio Ruffy, he ain't gonna fall for something like that. His striking style, he's very, very smart and very, very patient. He doesn't just rush into things, and that's the issue with Saint Denis. He always rushes into his punches and rushes combination. I honestly don't even understand low-key how this man has made it to this high of a level. We literally seen him get knocked out by Dustin Poirier, and that was, I remember when that fight had happened. That was so impressive to me, man. It wasn't surprising at all. And honestly, I feel like Mauricio Ruffy can knock him out. I mean, we've seen Dustin Poirier do it. Why can't Ruffy not? Honestly, Ruffy is saying he's a better boxer than Dustin, but he has way more tools than Dustin does. And what I mean by tools, I'm talking about when it comes to his attacks. He has a very Conor McGregor-ish style. Even his takedowns. I remember there was this takedown, I forgot what it's called, where you take both of your legs and you wrap them around the person. Never seen it before until Ruffy started doing it. And honestly, that's just the fighting nerds in general. They like to use each and every single weapon they're legally allowed to use within the sport. They use their punches, they use different type of kicks, they use all different type of elbows, and even sometimes I remember Bryce Mitchell and Gene Silva, when they fought, Silva's crazy self decided to sit there and use the same kick that Mauricio Ruffy used to knock out. He knocked out Bobby Green. He used it against Bryce Mitchell, and obviously it didn't knock out Bryce, but it really did hurt him. Like, it's crazy, bro. Like, the way how have all their stuff, and like they even have data analysts. I don't even know if y'all even know that about that. I'm not here to glaze them, but it's just insane the way how the fight game is changing. It's to a point to where I want y'all to realize that in this future world, AI is going to become a major thing when it comes to just everything in life in general. We already see it within schools. Shoot, me as a local university student, this semester, all of my teachers and professors put a rule into where we are not allowed to use any type of AI, and if they catch you with it, you're cooked. And it just shows like how bad it really is getting. Like, it's definitely good for the world. But anyways, let's get back to talking about this fight. Saint Denis, what he proposes to Ruffy is the wrestling. Saint does have pretty good grappling, I'm not gonna lie. His striking may not be the best, but his grappling is pretty good. But like I've already told y'all, I feel like that Ruffy has very great takedown defense. And I feel like they've been drilling that like during this whole fight camp. I just feel like, and I believe that Ruffy is going to knock him out. I don't know what round he will knock him out in. I'll give my predicts. I'll say maybe round 2 or round 3. But let's just say if Saint Denis comes out and he fights a little bit more calculative, because he's gonna know, he knows who he's fighting, he knows what he's going against. His team and his coaches know too. I feel like as long as he doesn't come in trying to rush and actually uses his feints and keeps his distance and tries to shoot for takedowns, then we're gonna see who's gonna win this fight. Like I've already said, it just depends on how he's able to shoot for those takedowns. If he's not able to take him down during the first round, he's cooked. He's genuinely cooked. Like, he's fried. He's going to be more fried than a dude who be taking edibles every weekend. In all seriousness, during this fight, that's all we have to see during the first round. If we see Saint Denis able to take Ruffy down during the first round, then I can definitely say I'll be a lot more comfortable with picking him. But if he's not able to, which, like I've already told y'all, I see him being able to take him down, but I just don't see him maybe being able to hold Ruffy. I feel like they worked on it very much during this camp, very, very much. And working on your striking, it takes a minimum of, I'd say, a year or two if you only focus on pure striking just to get good. And that's something that St. Pierre, you know what I'm saying, we haven't really seen him do. You feel me? This is still going to be Ruffy's biggest test, 100%. But if he wins this fight in knockout, he shouldn't get a title shot for this type of win. But definitely, I see him being like I'd say like a Justin Gaethje or a Dustin Poirier. I don't see him becoming champion. Bro, we got people like Ilia Topuria, have Armin Sharukian. I feel like Charles Oliveira, I feel like I don't know. I feel like with Charles, it would be very difficult for me to say about that fight. I feel like I want to first see how Ruffy does against Saint during this fight. And then if he's able to stuff the takedown defense, if his takedown defense is actually good, then I feel like he could possibly maybe beat Charles. Maybe not on the ground. I feel like if Charles got him on the ground, Charles will 100% will submit him. Maybe win by decision, one or the other. This fight right here will answer a lot of questions that we, the fans, have about Ruffy when it comes to his grappling. Like, genuinely, I cannot wait to see what he's going to be able to do during this fight. And I'm actually currently watching the card right now as we speak. I'm waiting for the main event. I believe the main event starts at like 3 or something like that. This fight card was happening a little bit later on tonight, but sadly it's not. But at the end of the day, this is going to be both men's toughest fights for right now in the lightweight division. Specifically more for Saint Denis. This is going to be a very tough fight for him when it comes to the striking, because as we all know, he's not a very good striker. He's really more known for his grappling. For Ruffy, kind of the same thing. I'll still say this is going to be one of his toughest challenges for right now, because we've never seen him with his grappling and his takedown defense. But genuinely though, I cannot wait to see this fight. I should have made this video last week, but it's all cool. I've waited till now. I'm making it now. Y'all are seeing it. This is the type of fight that I say you should definitely keep your popcorn, keep whatever you're eating. You need to use the bathroom, go use the bathroom beforehand. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you got to do beforehand. Pray and sit and just watch the fight happen, because we don't know what can really happen or what's, you know what I'm saying, who could get knocked out. Ruffy could end up knocking out Saint Denis in the first round. And honestly, I wouldn't be shocked. I really genuinely won't be surprised. What I will say, though, is if a knockout does happen, I will try to record my reaction to it. I'm not going to lie. But yeah, this is definitely going to be a step up in competition for him in the lightweight division. And I definitely want to see him do good. I definitely want to see Ruffy win this fight, not going to lie. The hype is definitely well-deserved. And nothing against Saint Denis. He's still a very good fighter. He has a lot of holes in his game. And I feel like with these holes, he's not going to be able to fight against anyone who has very great striking or knockout power, in my personal opinion. I feel like a striker is his worst nightmare, straight up. Shoot, we literally seen him get finished by, I'm pretty sure, I think it was Money Morikano. I don't know if I'm right about that. And Benil Dariush. I don't know. Y'all can let me know in the comments if both men did finish him. I don't fully remember. Like, they definitely did. And if they did, it really just, like I've already said, just proves the difference of the levels to this. As a MMA/UFC fighter, if you come to this sport, you have to be well-rounded. The game is changing. It's evolving constantly. We're seeing wrestling, the people's wrestling improving, increasing, and even the striking. You know, a lot of people will be like, hey, you know, the Dagestanis or these wrestling dudes need to stop doing this wrestling stuff. No, it's good for the game. It shows exactly what people need to work on and improve on. I've seen every single weight division has had improved wrestling and striking. And I'm telling y'all, see these quote-unquote boring fights that y'all claim it's going to become more interesting, because now the next generation of fighters are going to want to work on everything, and they're going to improve their game so much. We're going to see a lot of dudes like Ilya Saporia who have very great boxing and have very great and wrestling. You know who y'all got for this fight, though? Salam alaikum.